Alrighty, guys, All Facts Media here. My name is Andrew Robinson. I'm joined by my twin brother, Aaron Robinson. Today, we are joined by a fellow or former University of Maryland star and the newest member of the Connecticut Sun, Kaila Charles. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, first of all, I want to say congrats on getting drafted in the WNBA draft the other night. You know, that's a huge accomplishment for you and for the area. So, we want to extend our support for you and just want to say congrats, first of all.
Thank you.
No problem. So kind of, we kind of want to talk to you just about, your experience. Obviously, you're a local girl. You went to Theodore Roosevelt. Then you also transferred to Riverdale Baptist and then ended up at the University of Maryland. And then obviously a couple years ago, being drafted to the Connecticut Sun. So just kind of talk about your basketball journey, how you kind of started playing and, what brought you to Maryland and then just what it means to you to be, a member of the WNBA now.
Yeah, so I started playing just following my siblings' footsteps. They all tried out for our middle school team, and I was like, let me just try out. And I ended up falling in love with it. And my older brother, Akil, he kind of just helped me along the way and trained me and gave me confidence. He'll take me to the rec and play with you guys, and that definitely helped me develop my game. And so I kind of just fell in love with it. And in high school, I wanted to get serious about basketball because I wanted to go to college for it. And so that's when I really just locked in and was focusing on basketball and started to push myself even harder. And originally, I didn't really want to stay in the area because I just wanted to venture out and have something new. But through my recruiting process, my head coach, Brenda Freeze, she would call me every week just to check on me. And so I kind of felt that she was very genuine and caring, and that if I went to Maryland, I'd have been taken care of by their coaching staff, not only because it was just down the street from home. And ultimately, I'm glad I stayed home because I got to have my family at every game. I got to see my friends and family whenever I wanted to. But at the same time, I could go to school and be by myself and kind of have my own life. So it was like the best of both worlds. So that's kind of where I was glad that I went to Maryland. And then going to Maryland is a great program, and they put me in the right position to get drafted, which has always been a dream since I was little, since I got serious about basketball. And so to be a part of the WNBA right now is just a dream come true. And I'm excited to go to training camp and start playing. I'm ready for everything to start clearing up so we can start the season.
Yep. Now, this past season, you guys were one of the best teams in the country. Finished season ranked, fourth in the country. Had a shot to get a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Won the Big Ten, and then obviously you didn't get a chance to play in the tournament because of the coronavirus. So you being a senior, talk about what that felt like. Having your college career end, on such a abrupt notice.
Yeah, it was a shock, to be honest, when they gave us the news, because the Big Ten was going to pull all their student athletes out of any type of sporting event before they canceled the NCAA tournament. So we kind of received the news before we found out the tournament was canceled. And so I was kind of shocked. Like, I didn't process it at first because, like you said, everything just ended so suddenly and it was just unfinished. And it was just unfair because I couldn't come back for another year. So it took a while to process it. Maybe, I don't know, even to this day, I'm like, dang, like college is really over. But I knew that my career wasn't over and that I had another step in terms of playing professionally. So I just knew that everything happens for a reason. And this was a bigger problem that I had no control over. Nobody did. Like, it's affecting our whole world. So I was just like, you know what, I got to control what I can control, which is like my attitude. Now I respond. And I know that I was going to be playing the next level. So I was like, I got to get ready for that. So it sucks that it kind of just went unfinished. I didn't really get to close my college chapter how I imagined in terms of finishing my season, having a graduation. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And so I'm just going to keep my head up and keep working and keep moving forward.
Great. And obviously, staying on topic kind of with the coronavirus, being somebody who was preparing for the draft and trying to stay in shape, trying to work out and things like that, how were you able to kind of just stay in basketball shape, work on your game, and kind of prepare for the draft and prepare for your pro career, with the limited resources like that we have now with the gyms being closed? You can't really go to the traditional, like you can't get to University of Maryland and work out with your coaches like you might normally do. So kind of what have you been doing to kind of just work on your game still and kind of stay sharp?
I've been trying to do everything that I possibly can given the situation. I've been running around my neighborhood, doing a lot of body weight exercises. There's an outdoor court up the street from my house. So me and my brother, we still go there like every single day, just trying to get prepared in any way I can. It's been hard, but at the same time, I kind of enjoy it because it's kind of like taking me back to the basics. This is a lot of stuff I used to do when I was in high school, and it's kind of just making me be more disciplined because I don't have coaches or anybody pushing me. As myself because I want to do it. So this helps like really just like rekindle my passion for the game, and it kind of helps me reset and get my mind right for when I go to the league.
Yep. Now, obviously, you had the opportunity to have an extremely accomplished college career. You were one of the I think you were All-American. I mentioned her a couple of times. A Big Ten, first team a couple of times. What are your goals for your rookie season when the WNBA eventually does start back up?
I have big goals. Like I'm excited just to show everybody what I'm really capable of. I don't think everybody has seen what I can do, given the position I played at Maryland. So I'm just excited to go in there and just play my game and just show everybody the type of player I am. I'm going on a really good team, a really accomplished team, and so it's gonna be hard to earn minutes, but that's what I am. I'm a competitor. I like to be challenged, so I'm gonna go in there ready to work from day one so that I can get on that floor and just show everybody what I'm capable of.
I mean, you touched on it. The Connecticut Sun were in the WNBA finals just last season against the hometown Mystics. What does it mean for you to be able to get drafted by a team that's kind of at the upper echelon of the WNBA, and be able to play against, with and against, talented players that are competing for championships year in and year out?
It means a lot because when I talked to the coach, he was really excited about me and he really liked my game. And he really didn't think I was going to be able to go there because they had such a low second round pick and they didn't have a first round. And they had me in their top 10 draft board. And so going to them, I'm really excited because he really appreciates my game and he can see my potential and he really believes in me. And for me to go to a team with such accomplished players, I think that's going to help me early because I can learn from them in every practice, every workout. And then I have two former Terps who are on the team that can help me whenever I need questions. And I'm excited because they're really good. And so I know I'm going to be challenged every day in practice, let alone the game. So I'm excited to go out there.
Talking about, having two former Maryland Terps, on the team. And obviously in the finals, I think there was something like, 4 or 5 or 6 of you guys between the two teams in the WNBA finals. And talk about what it means to, be another player from Maryland to make to the WNBA and, how that program prepares you for this next step in your career.
Yeah, it just shows how great the program is and how great Coach B and her coaching staff prepares us and helps us get to our dreams, the next level. And so seeing all those Terps in the finals or in the league is very inspiring because that's where I want to be. And so I knew if I just trusted in their system and worked hard every single day, I can get there. And having two Terps on my team is going to help a lot because, like I said, I've been in Maryland my whole life. And so going to a whole different state, it's good to have familiar faces to help me transition and help me just transition into the league, let alone a different place. And so I'm excited because I played with Bree for a year. And when I was a freshman in Maryland, I really looked up to her and I would pick her brain and ask her all these questions and get her advice. So I'm glad to play with her again. And Alyssa Thomas, she would come back to a lot of our practices and, play against us. And so she really helped me because she's very competitive and she would get me like fired up in practice. So I'm glad to like now I could be her teammate and get to play with her. So I'm excited to learn from them.
So obviously, there are a lot of great players in the WNBA today. Who is somebody that, maybe that you modeled your game after, that you kind of looked up to when you were coming up? Or, even if they're not in the WNBA, who is somebody that you kind of looked up to in the game that you kind of, said, what, I like her game and maybe I can kind of take something from there?
In terms of WNBA players, definitely Maya Moore. She was really good at UConn and in the league. Hopefully she comes back while I'm still playing. And then in terms of NBA players, I love Kobe, Michael Jordan. I've been watching them since I was young and kind of modeled my game out of all three of them.
Who are you most excited to go up against in your rookie season, or is there a specific team that you're looking forward to playing, the most? I don't know if it broke up or not, but I was saying, who are you looking forward to most matching up against, or the player or team, in your rookie season? Can you hear?
I'm actually just excited to play everybody. Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear.
Yeah, I'm excited to play everybody in the WNBA because that's the best of the best. And I know everybody is, a great player and they're going to challenge me every single time. But I'm really most excited to play against Alea Deladon, Brianna Stewart, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, like all the greats that I've grown up watching. But I know I'm going to be excited to play anybody because they're going to be very competitive. They're going to challenge me, and they're just great. I love competition. So just being able to play day in, day out against the best of the best, it's just exciting for me.
Obviously, the WNBA has come a long way since obviously when it first started to now. But just with a new CBA put in place to where players can make a lot more money. I mean, the game is really growing in these last few years. It's really taking steps, and it's obviously for you being a rookie. What does it mean to be able to come into the league now? Where the league is expanding, it's growing. Women's basketball has kind of just been able to kind of explode recently. What does that mean for you to be able to come into a league that's growing on the rise and kind of be a part of that growth going forward?
Like I've been saying, like I had perfect timing because I love the fact that it's starting to get more recognition because these ladies been working hard since day one, just as well as the men, and they don't get the recognition they deserve. So I'm excited to come into the league now while things are getting very hot, very, like you said, exploding, and it's getting more media attention, more fans, more money. And so I'm excited because it's just going to keep growing because women's basketball players have been evolving every single year and getting better and better. So I feel like in years to come, the league is going to be a really, really big entertainment and a really big source of money for our country. And I'm excited to see how it grows.
Now, on a little bit of a lighter note, obviously you mentioned earlier in the interview how you grew up playing with us, playing with the guys, your whole life at Spring Hill, Lake Rec, and wherever else you probably played against guys. How do you think that helped you, with your game and the development of your skill set, just playing against boys, your whole life?
Yeah, definitely playing at the Rec against you guys definitely helped me in terms of my confidence and just my overall game. Because when I would go, they wouldn't want to pick me up because I was a girl, but my brother, he would always be like, well, I'm not playing if you don't pick up my sister. And if they didn't pick us up, we would run house and they would see that I could actually play. But playing against guys who were stronger, faster, I had to be more skillful because I couldn't just do what I could do against girls. And so that definitely helped my IQ and knowing when to take shots and when to do certain moves. And it definitely helped my game in terms of just knowing how to read the floor better and just being smarter in terms of the shots I took. And just like I said, my confidence, because if I was able to play with them, I could play against any girls. And so that's kind of what I got from playing with you guys, and it definitely helped.
Well, that was the last question that we have for you today. So we really appreciate you coming on and joining us today, man. Best of luck, obviously, in your rookie season and obviously with the rest of your career in WNBA. And it's been an honor to watch you play, and we wish you the best of luck going forward.